Good morning, students. We will discuss a new method to prepare the salt in the laboratory. Three methods we have already discussed in the last class. Now we are going to discuss two more methods to prepare different types of salt. So the next method is double decomposition. Double decomposition, which is also called precipitation reaction. And using this method, we can prepare only an insoluble salt. To prepare an insoluble salt. So this is the method to prepare an insoluble salt. And in order to prepare an insoluble salt, we will take two soluble reactants. These reactants can either be two different soluble salts or can be one soluble salt and acid. And this reaction will give you an insoluble salt. Let us try to understand. We can take some examples first. Examples like lead carbonate, lead sulfate, lead chloride, barium sulfate, silver chloride, calcium carbonate. Since all these salts given are an insoluble salt, we have to apply this method to prepare this insoluble salt. Now question comes, how can we write the equation to prepare these salts? As I have already told you, in order to prepare these insoluble salts, we have to take either two soluble salts or one soluble salt and the other should be an acid, so that the reaction would give you an insoluble salt. Please see example number first to prepare lead carbonate. So we can take two soluble salt. From these salts, from lead we can take a soluble salt like lead nitrate, and another soluble salt must contain this carbonate ion. So we will take soluble salt like sodium carbonate. We can also take potassium carbonate as it is also soluble, and the reaction will be between these two to give lead carbonate and plus sodium nitrate. Since it is a kind of double decomposition reaction, so these two radicals are going to exchange their places. Lead will replace sodium and sodium will come and take the place of lead to give you these two products. If you want to prepare silver chloride, then again we can take two soluble salt. One soluble salt should contain silver, the other soluble salt should contain chloride. We can also take acid containing chloride ion in it. So we can have silver nitrate and an acid containing chloride will be HCl. Otherwise, you can also take another soluble salt containing chloride, and the reaction will be between these two to give silver chloride and plus HNO3. Barium sulfate, again we can take barium nitrate and plus H2SO4, or you can take potassium sulfate or sodium sulfate. The reaction gives lead sulfate and HNO3. So this is how we can prepare insoluble salt using the method called double decomposition. Let us now move to next method to prepare another type of salt. The next method is titration method. Next method, we can call this method a titration method, which is action of dilute acid on soluble base. And this method is titration method. And titration is nothing but a complete neutralization reaction. So since it is also a kind of neutralization reaction, so we have to take acid and soluble base this time. You cannot take an insoluble base, otherwise you will get some other type of salts. Now here the salts like sodium chloride, sodium sulfate, potassium carbonate, potassium chloride, ammonium chloride, means all the salts of sodium, potassium and ammonium can be prepared using this method. Let us try to understand this with the help of equation. Suppose we have sodium chloride to prepare, then the equation will be NaOH, a soluble base, and chloride will be there in an acid like hydrochloric acid. So it becomes a reaction between acid and soluble base to give salt and water. If you have K2CO3 to prepare, we can take a soluble base and acid H2CO3, where the reaction will be giving K2CO3 and plus H2O. So this is how we can prepare these different salts. Now we can see one example from the exercise. How can we solve it? So we can come to the exercise first, and I have got one question. It is given on page number 61. It has already been asked in the year 2010. Let's see how to do it. Question number C. This is the conversion based question. Zinc sulfate, zinc carbonate, then zinc nitrate, zinc hydroxide, number D is zinc oxide, and then number E is back to zinc sulfate. Let us see how to do this. So this A, B, C, D and E, what you can see above the arrow, you can take it for numbering. This is for number A, where you have to convert zinc sulfate to zinc carbonate. Now when you see zinc carbonate, which is an insoluble salt, which we are going to prepare from zinc sulfate. So we have already seen the method. To prepare an insoluble salt, we need 2 soluble salt, and one of the soluble salt is already given zinc sulfate. The other one can be taken as sodium carbonate. Now these two will give zinc carbonate, and the other product will be Na2SO4. Number B, from zinc carbonate to zinc nitrate. Zinc carbonate, we can add nitric acid, because carbonate on reacting with nitric acid will give zinc nitrate plus other products. So we have zinc nitrate plus CO2 and plus H2O. Then number C, from zinc nitrate to zinc hydroxide. Zinc nitrate to zinc hydroxide, we can take a strong alkali like sodium hydroxide, which on reaction will give zinc hydroxide and plus NaOH. Then number D, from zinc hydroxide to zinc oxide. So when we heat this, we can get zinc oxide and plus water. Then number E, to obtain zinc sulfate from zinc oxide. So zinc oxide, when you add H2SO4 to it, then you will get zinc sulfate and plus H2O, that is water. So this is how conversion based questions can be done by writing this equation. I hope the chapter is clear to you, and next day we are going to deal with a new chapter. Thank you.